So everybody says this is the year that I want to grow more, I want to grow closer to Jesus, I want to know God more, I want to grow deeper in knowing Him, but really we need to figure out what's the groundwork that you've laid in your life so that when the seed and the Word of God falls on it, how deep is it allowed to go in your heart? So let's look at a parable here together. It's from Luke 8:4-8. One day Jesus told a story in the form of a parable to a large crowd that had gathered from many towns to hear him. A farmer went out to plant his seed. As he scattered it across the field, some seed fell on a footpath, where it was stepped on and the birds ate it. Other seed fell among the rocks. It began to grow, but the plant soon wilted and died from a lack of moisture. Other seed fell among thorns that grew up and choked out the tender plants. But still, other seed fell on fertile soil. This seed grew and produced a crop that was 100 times as much had been planted. When he had said this, he called out, "Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand." And according to Jesus, the seed is the Word of God. We've got these 4 scenarios where the Word of God is falling on this soil, and we have to determine what soil are we preparing in our lives when it comes in and when it falls on us. How deep is it permeating, and how much root are we giving it to take hold in our lives? So what's the point? Is it maybe to bear fruit, spiritual fruit, or is it the harvest that would bring with it? Really, it kind of all sums back up to how deep do you want to know Jesus in your life. Depth, it's really kind of a relative term here. It's not necessarily just, oh, I've known Jesus a long time, so I've gone deeper than someone else who's not known Him very long. But really, it's the will to go deeper. Do you still have that will? As somebody that's been a Christian for 38 years and in ministry, as all their life, or if it's somebody that's just known Jesus for the past week, really it's what is your hunger like to see more growth? So are you still hungry for more? We look at each of these scenarios where the seeds fell. We can see that on the footpath, like where the birds came and ate it up and like the feet stepped on it. That word, when it was received, it's just getting blocked. You might come to a Sunday church or a worship service and you're just there, and you leave and it's more of the same. It's just wash, rinse, repeat. You're kind of getting to where it doesn't even change your week. You can go to the next one where you've got the seed that hasn't changed your life at all. And that's where it falls on the rock. You're coming on Sunday perhaps, and maybe you start to engage a bit in worship, but are you still just leaving it here and you're not taking it home and utilizing the rest of the week to search on your own? Are you letting someone just feed you at that point? Are you feeding yourself? And then for the third one, where you've got these thorns that have kind of taken over as it has grown up, but it's where the seed hasn't changed the heart. This is maybe speaking to somebody that has been a Christian for a long time, and you're just kind of stuck in your ways, and you don't want to know anything else. You don't want to go that extra mile or see how you could be a blessing to somebody, or how somebody else could even be a blessing to you. You kind of get this light switch mentality where like, okay, I phoned it in and I'm here. Yes, I believe. I do the things I'm supposed to do, but are you seeing it for the worth and the value that's in each thing that you're doing when you do it? And where the root is kind of twisted up on the thorns, maybe this is sort of where you've got it to maybe unlearn some things to go deeper and grow deeper with Jesus. And then of course you've got the fourth, and this is the seed that falls on the fertile soil. This is the seed that we want in our lives ultimately, where we say, Lord, I am available. I'm here to do your will. Let me be your hands and your feet. However you see fit, I'm willing, and I'm looking forward to the next opportunity presented. And really that comes with a bit of danger, you would say. That comes with a bit of uncertainty on our end. But nothing catches the Lord off guard here. It's okay to just kind of let go of some of your control and say, Lord, my heart is fresh soil for you to plant your seed, Lord, to have your word permeate through. It's time to maybe pick up some rocks, kind of get rid of some things that are blocking a good planted seed to grow in your life. Maybe it's time to cut away some thorns. Sometimes you have to set aside good things for something great. It's not necessarily that, these things are always bad that you're removing, but just kind of cut back a bit on your, Netflix shows that you binge for 10 hours a day or something of that nature. And just see also, where's your focus at? Maybe it's time to refocus and retool where you're honed in at. And a lot of times you can see where your focus is at by checking your bank statements, just kind of looking back and seeing, okay, where do I spend my money? It says in the word in Luke that where your treasure is, there your heart also is. You might be seeing this on a social media platform. What's your feed look like? Are you posting life-giving things? Are you helping encourage somebody? Are you using it as a tool to reach out, or are you just using it as a tool to be a bit of an escape mechanism and shut off your brain for a minute? Really just kind of refocus, retool that a bit, and see how we can better plant the Lord's word in our life for a better seed, a better harvest, better fruit to grow, and then find things that we can maybe remove out of the way as well. So if you want to grow deeper and you want this to be the year that you do it, it's going to take some effort, but I know you can do it.